Hey, welcome back to Random Exercise Chapter Picker. Project here is to take a collection of videos. We are picking out a selection of some random number of videos from the greater pool of videos, and then from within those videos, we're going to pick some random chapters from within those videos. So the idea is that we'll have a random kind of mix-up of some theme, some only a couple of videos, and then some random chapters from those videos. And so that'll give us a random exercise program where we're kind of mixing up some different exercise types and giving ourselves a little compact thing. So we already have a tool here. I have a pick video, a pick exercise, and a pick chapters to pick things. So just for this up here, way up at this top corner, we can, sorry, just one second. Yeah, so in this top corner, we'll just do pick chapter rather than picking videos. Pick videos just picks a file name. We can see that we've got a couple different, in this case, since there's only one input video, everything's going to be file number 0, this particular file, and then we're going to have some chapter picks inside of it. And so these chapter picks, this is kind of the last thing we were up to before I started realizing that I had some pretty big stream difficulties going on. So we're back with some new video encoder settings, which always just figure out what magic incantation the video encoding deities are looking for, and hope you do not run afoul of them. But we had just added a little bit more metadata on the output of this pick chapter to make pick chapter provide a little more data. So from that, I'd kind of had this reference text open. Going to so I don't know what this is gonna. I mean, I feel bad about just going off and starting to write my own. But on the other hand, I kind of I kind of just want to, like, this is the 9-year one, but it's probably, does it look okay? Write comment, write an empty line, write an item, extended writer. Okay. Okay, how do I know what these things are? Duration and title. I mean, this is wild, but that happens to be the exact thing that I need, so, media sequence, a first file, date of the program's origin. I'm just kind of amusing myself. It's nice that this guy has some super sweet documentation, so I'm kind of checking it out. So this is oh, hey, it's CreationX. Okay. Yeah, it's CreationX. Okay, we'll take this as 0.2. This will be good enough. We'll do it. npm install m3u. Here we go. I think we're probably going to lose the previous video. I did not realize that desktop audio was going to put to some of that stream, which is unfortunate. So I'll probably end up with some of that being muted, unfortunately. But anyway, we've just installed that. I don't need 2 of these windows. So I don't really need that right now, since I kind of pulled out what I thought I needed. We are going to use voodoo opt to get lines. Which is really just going to run. So this will provide us a stream of the lines sent to standard in. And so that will that'll be expecting these chapter lines. I don't think I have a JSON. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, config. Give me config. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's add it. Why not? So it is going to, this new feature in this voodoo opt utility library I have, it's not lines, it is nd.json, and it is going to expect a lines thing that it's going to pull from. And it gets ugly, doesn't it? I don't know why. Yeah. Oops. Parse. And then what do we want to do with bad kids? What do we do with the bad ones that aren't properly formatted? Can just ignore them. I mean, we could crash too. That would be acceptable. I kind of want to be able to resume. We'll just ignore it for now. This is not a pressing problem. So now we are going to get the new line. And do we even need? Yeah, I mean, so this is going to return it. Do we need to call it? I don't remember whether I need to call it or not, but whether it's a function that's returned. I kind of think it's a function. Maybe not. That's an part of me hopes it's a function, because then there's like a sense of it being like a live thing that is invoked each time, but I don't think it is. I think that's not how that works. How my own utility library works. So now we just need to start making M3U. Going to switch over back to M3U. So M3U dot extended writer. And I'm really not good at remembering exactly which way. Actually, I kind of think it's the other way. The output value is what we're... Yeah, because like I feel like that is the way that should be able to go. So but we will find out soon enough. And we don't really need, this is silly. and I guess I'm just going to dump to standard out, even though that's a little, I think I'm going to. Yeah, writer 2-string. Okay. So writer is just a file and then a duration. Oh, but there's no start. That's what's missing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Target duration, target sequence, xinf. Media segment 0, 0, 0. Start time. But is this 0.85 xinf? Start time, but then end time. What is this end time? Oh, it's the next. So it's the next. No, it's not the next piece. 886. Okay, yeah, it is. So that plus that. That plus that. So that's going to be the end time. So the end time is determined by the start time of the next one. Yeah. So this is really, okay, so duration is really how long to play this for. Okay, sorry, right. Okay, how long to play for. Okay. But the problem is that there's still no way to set, that's the total time sync range. There's no way to tell, I want to start in the middle of a stream. I don't think I can do that. I don't think it's going to let me. There goes the plan. Okay, name, source, default. I'm just going to look around at a couple of these other libraries and see if anybody has anything that jumps out at me as like, yeah, that can fix all this, but I do not think they do. So we might be on to the VLC plan here. Could be worse. No docs, no cares. Yeah, guys. Sub range. I could. Do I have the bytes? I don't think I want to do that, but so. Oh man, I. Okay. I was a little worried my headphones were getting picked up pretty heavy, but it's still pretty down low on that noise floor. Okay, so what was I looking for? Byte range. Chapters. Okay, yeah, so I can't just steal some. Doesn't look easy just to steal some byte ranges. There's a lot of start date, text date range, time with the attribute pairs. Its format is So there's some absolute oof. So this is interesting. Like, this seems like it could kind of be used to stitch together things, but it seems like it has to be explicitly hard-coded times for, like, at 3:32 switch to that one. I could be wrong. Program date time. Ooh, okay, so you could set a program date time to be, like, I think that gives you a relative starting point so that somebody else coming along can use that program date time. So I also just don't know. I mean, this is all really intended for, like, streaming. Even if I, like, even if I bend my mind and convince myself that adding this right spice of metadata into this playlist would have sufficient data to play things properly, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if no media players are going to play this. So global parameters of the playlist. So a total target duration. This seems unlikely to help me. Master playlist tags for some global information also seems very unlikely to have anything interesting. Frame rate, GCP level, alternate renditions, iframe info, session data, session key, master or media or master, X independent segments, media playlist. Point which should start playing a playlist. Client should start a playback at this point when beginning a playback session. This tag is optional. Time offset. So xstart tag, which to start playing a playlist. But I don't want it to be playing a playlist. I want this to be playing a track. That was interesting, though. Yeah, so I think this would let us play a whole playlist from a certain point in time, but I don't think it's going to let us, for each track, specify mass media, but media playlist tag. So it might let us. Okay, so let's just start writing this out ourselves. Because I think we've already made it past M3 use capability, unfortunately. There's going to be some flipping back and forth here, so my apologies. Let's see what I can do to steal more of this. Okay. So duration is going to be the start minus the end. It should already be in. Right now I'm assuming all these times are going to be in seconds, but I could find that that's not the case. But for now, let's go with it. Oh, and I'm missing. So start time minus end time. But this format I've made is kind of weird. Like, why is chapter embedded within? Like, these are all chapters. These are just picks. Okay, so if these are picks, okay, so for the chapter, it is okay, so we've got our duration and our title. The next, but whether or not, and we can add the VLC stuff in here too at the same time. Ooh. So what does this want? Attribute list. The following attributes are defined. Time offset, a value of time offset. Precise, the value of the enumerated. Is a signed floating point decimal number of seconds. Positive number from the beginning of the. But it keeps saying playlist, but it also keeps saying media playlist tags. I don't think this is the right thing. I don't think this is really what this is meant to do, but let's just keep at a little bit longer. This is interesting. Telesync start. Oh, that's just a files attribute. Okay, so precise is required. Valid strings are yes, no. The client should start the playback at the media containing the time offset, but should not render media samples in that segment whose presentation times are prior to the time offset. Should attempt to render in that segment. If missing, treat as no. Okay, so cool. We'll treat it. I feel like it would be okay if for some reason the media segment. I don't know. So this is just the seconds to start from. If this is at all a working idea, which I think this is probably not working. And let's just keep scanning through this a little bit more. Simple. So this just keeps having some durations, but no start. Excuse me once more. Master playlist. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this is just linking to other playlists. I don't understand. I don't know. Alternate audio. Alternate video. Session data, characteristics, X date range carrying. I feel like this might potentially do something, but it is a little too complex to tangle with. I don't want to go dive into that. That seems like it's a way of like specifically referencing points in just like real points in some other video. Ooh, excuse me. Applies only to the next media segment. Seriously. So it's just a date range. Yeah. I was hoping this might. Yeah. End on next. The end range containing is equal to start date of the following range. The following ranges. Just have a class. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. So let's just a little more. I still want to understand this a little bit better. XX start time. If you want to keep all the segments, if you want to keep all the segments, you can use the optional tag X start time. Ooh, yeah. X start. Cool. Yeah. Extensions. Preferred point at which to start playing a playlist. Okay, so this is what we were looking at. Like, but we found a little more specs. What were you saying? Start. Oh, but it has this time offset. Is that how that works? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so I was doing this wrong. Nope. Okay, so this looks like it's not naming anything. I don't know whether that's a literal or not. Okay. But see, this is still like giving me the feeling that it's only for the very first entry versus per entry. After requesting an event playlist that contains the following tags. Okay, so these are different. So this does have the time offset in this one. Yeah, everyone's showing this time offset real. Yeah, so unfortunately, X version. Okay, that's good to note. Find some little good tidbits as we go. Time offset precise. So this isn't going to help us. Drat. So what's the... But it's... So xinf. Standard tags xinf. Why is this duration of a media segment? It applies only to the media segment. Sorry, this is not... I'm not really expecting to get anything out of this scanning around, but it's a little interesting to me to try and piece together what might be figured out here. Wow, revision 13. Wow. You are doing some cool stuff. Resolution, version, keys. The duration can be expressed with floating point. Value. The playlist shall not change. Okay. We can tell it that. That's fine. Again, not really making any difference here, but this is video on demand. You can have whatever you want. So we could be adding, I think we could be adding titles. Oh, we have titles already. We could be adding other, I think we could be adding other attribute stuff. Maybe that's not what this is. That's probably not what this is for, but I think it's possible. It might be possible somewhere in here. Date range, key, should provide milliseconds, x key, program date time. These don't match. Okay. So we found what we can. This is almost certainly not going to really do what we're looking for, but and I'm pretty sure that's not the right syntax. But then the last part, we just put down the file name, which is file.name. Well, make this actually a node script. Make it executable. Hello? Okay. Pick chapter. I messed up something in config here. Oh, okay. Cool. And then, so if I pipe that into pick playlist, no dice. Okay. I have this isMain utility, which I kind of ad hoc'd together. We're going to copy paste some stuff to get this isMain helper utility thing helping us here. Now it should run. So we started to get some output. XM3U version. But then lines is not the right thing. Where's this lines? Oh, it's in config. It's over back in readable. What is it? So it's a promise that's returning it. Cool. All right. So since we're still only feeding one file, we just keep getting the same file, but we're telling it a duration, and we're blissfully hoping this X start time does something, but this is really not likely to work. And I'm just gonna, unfortunately, be mostly testing kind of off screen, sorry to say. It won't even let me take it off the screen. Yeah, so it's starting from the start, and it's also like treating each line, it's not treating this like a playlist. Something is wrong with this playlist, so I gotta try something a little different here. I think I can save to a view. Hey. Well, that's not what I'm doing. uh, I don't think I want to do this, but hey, come back. Ooh. I tried a PLS file, but this is that other format. PLS wasn't showing much promise. So that's one player down. Let's try another player. That first player couldn't even tell what the M3U8 was. Oh, another failure. I really thought M3U8 was like understandable as a... I thought that was part of the... Really? Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. So I opened it, and it has 2 entries in it, but... Did I open the right one? I think I opened something else. Did I even save? What did I save as? Sorry. B1. Okay. Yeah, so P1's not doing anything. It is really not playing. Like, maybe it's not giving me any errors, but like, gonna hide this. That's annoying. So this is still just trying to get signs of life out of... hey. Yeah, so that's like exactly what we were up to. This is the title. Okay, so the title is at a comma. Oh, I got my comma in there. Whereas I am... This is kind of long. But look, x_m3u, xinf, this chapter thing. Okay. So I commented out the multiple start times. So now it's much simpler. I mean, it's definitely not going to work now, but it's still not. Why doesn't it like my M3U8, but it likes other M3U8s? I don't understand what. Yeah. So it's not doing anything. So it has encoded. Oh, because I saved something that had this was the title. Yeah, because this is still. There's a URL encoding. That's notable. Okay, what's the node URL encoding? It's just like URL encode. This is not it. It's just like URL encode, right? I don't need to look at this. This is just JavaScript. This isn't Node. No. So it's here. Oops, I did not want to do that. I very much did not want to do that. So So this isn't really the order they're used, but it is alphabetical order, which I like. And we'll add this pick video, which was not there before. So not cat, echo. So I can try and take some of these things that I just threw in there gratuitously out. I don't think that's going to change it either. Oh, it did it. Excellent. I mean, it's not starting at the times. I don't even have the time in there, but it actually loaded the playlist of stuff. And I don't really know what. Is it just this crud? Because this file doesn't even have a space in it, so let's try that again and see what happens. Yeah, it's this crud. It doesn't like it. Is it both? Is it either? Did I run it? Okay, that still worked. I think. Yeah, that worked as it's as expected, working partially, not correctly. But X version. Okay, so now we can. Oops. That's fine. P3 again. Yeah, so it's still starting at the beginning. So we're gonna have to go back to this guy with these VLC specific options, which could be more glorious, but cool. So what we're gonna do is paste the. Oops, that's not the. I'm gonna flip back. I'm gonna steal it. No, come on, copy paste. I want you. Come on, you can do it. Ugh. Thank you. Hey. Let's try to do it to both, and it didn't work. This didn't have any opinion about where the info goes. So I'm just putting it after the inf. But I feel like this might work. P4. Hey! Cool. It started. Will it end? We've got to wait 30 more seconds for this integration test to pass. Arms out, arms up, arms out, arms up. I can tell right away. I'm gonna need some like pre-buffering to know what it is that I'm about to have to jump into when I switch into these things. Okay. Now there's a cooldown for the next one. 20 more seconds before the next track. Plus or minus. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Come on. Come on. No, it didn't end it. It did not end it. Oh. Oh. One could have hoped. So it started. It started okay. What am I missing with this stop thing? Why is it? Why no stop? Stop time. Stop time to video occasions. Is there something wrong with, like, why? Oh, it did change. It did change. It's just a bad tile marking. Okay, let's try something else. It's a lot of seconds. Ooh, some of these are... That's long, but that could be the last chapter. Ah. This one looks short-ish. Oh, but that's the end. Come on, come on. I'm not necessarily sure that the end times are correct. That's part of my doubt here. But I definitely saw it change once. Okay, halfway through with watching this new one. Come on, come on. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. 10 seconds. Come on, change. Please. Come on. Come on. Maybe another 10 seconds. Maybe 5, 4, 2, 1. No. 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 Okay, we're going to try that again now that I can actually see durations with this little console logging. Oh, maybe I didn't... Maybe I was not playing the right file. No, I don't think that's right. Oh, that's bad. It didn't do anything. I didn't really plan for how I was going to test this effectively with you here. This might be a go hang out and figure it out. I don't see any hope though. Like it doesn't. It's the start time is working. The end time though is not working. I did it. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I did it. No. There's just a lot of chapters. Stop time equals 36 seconds. Okay, so one thing I can do, I can make this faster just while testing. That's not how that works. Okay, that that works. What file is this? I just dumped into P5. See, that worked. Huh. That worked. It's working. I don't know what's going on. Sweet. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that works. That's great. That's really great. Oh man, I feel so exercised. 6 videos. Yeah. Okay, so one thing I definitely need to try and do is add some pre-buffering. This is like getting into dirty, bad hacks, but we'll give 3 seconds warm up. We'll give 3 seconds warm up time, and then is it not end? Is that just like what's the? Did I? No, because I can see it over there. I can see the output. Stop time. Stop time. Yeah, like this looks solid. Like, okay, so I don't know what was up. I'm blaming user error somehow here. Like, I feel like this is a pretty successful output that I was able to see right there. But this is good. We can save this and cool. So I think that's a pretty good success for VLC. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock for me right now. I'm just going to cycle the stream, do a quick bio break, but I will be right back. We've gotten exercises playing. I feel like I can show this off reasonably well enough, given, let's go back to the hacks that we had before. Oops. So I'm just going to make it so it only plays 3 seconds of each of these. We'll cut a fresh video. This is debugging still in here. This debugging is still in here. One, two, three, and next. 1, 2, 3 before it, and next. 1, 2, 3, and before the next one, next. Starting with 1, 2, 3. So I think there's some chapters. Timing information is not looking sweet. There is some. So we'd seen there was some negative time beforehand, so I think there might be some negative time issues that need to get handled, that we need to incorporate in that negative time and add it back in. Because if we saw so this was the fishy part, is here chapter 0 has start time minus 43, and then we're at start time 0. Like, where is minus 43? Yeah, start time is 0, but like so I think there's just like a 43 second confusion happening, and I can't quite tell when I look at the video. So my inclination is just to add up, like look for the earliest spotted time and figure out what offset I need to add, which would be a little blah, but very okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any weird other start time stuff here. Does anybody else see any weird start time 0? Okay, so I think I just need to, let's see what happens once I go look for this and add it. So pick chapter picks a random chapter. Sure, I count. Is this really, ooh. Total number, right? So I was aggregating the total number. And I was also, now I need to find this is getting a little more complicated. This is silly. This does not need to be a reduce. I don't need that. Oh, so count is a total count, but offset is a per file. Okay. So what I'm really gonna do is let's keep sticking with, we're going to go through each file probe. And so that's just shuffling. That's not doing anything new. This can still just be count. I don't need to change this for now. For each chapter of probe.chapters, what are we doing? We're looking for and then so if the chapter has a start time of less than the current chapter offset, then we will set the new and in the case of the total chapters, I had added that logic as well into pick chapters. I think in this case, I may forego that, and then so I'm expecting this minus 43 to show up here. Chapter offset is a pretty dodgy name, but so minus 43. And let's make this not positive infinity, but because I feel like if chapters start later, that might be okay. Hopping around a little bit on you. I mean, I think mainly it seems to me likely that these chapters are just weird. Like, I don't think. So, is this gonna. No, it totally. Alright. Cool. 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 Yeah, so that's really working. Like, that actually does, it knows where chapters are, even though there's like a negative offset. And I don't know how that works. How does that work? But like, start time is, so I think some of it might just be that I am using this start time, which is a human version, and start time might have something weird about it. Oh no, but even the start is negative. That's so interesting. So let's just keep at minus. So it's negative, so we want to subtract negative to add. It needs to be to everything. So that broke it. It didn't print offset. Why not? That's weird. Oh, I'm piping. Right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, so let's see what happens now and whether. One thing I haven't been able to tell is to get VLC to tell me what the current playing chapter is. Is there a playback, audio, video, subview, status bar? Let's see what that does. Chapter 1. What a pick. Look at that. Yeah. 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 Now everything lines up. Now it works. I don't know how VLC. I'm still like super not sure how VLC's chapter selection works, but it works. Like when I'm clicking chapters down below, it's working. Which how? Where is this minus 43 seconds? Codec time base. I don't think that's it. Codec tag, height width frame, space colors, AVC, frame rate, time base, start points, start time, 0, 0. Duration. Karaoke 0. Start 0, start points 0. Bin data, binary data. I have no idea what's here. I'm kind of scared to find out. That would be interesting to go find out, but still, like, no time start. And then we come down here to chapters, and here's our, like, mysterious negative time chapter. So I just don't know how VLC is able to play it properly. But it does it. And now we've done whatever it does too. Let's fix this. You know, I am kind of getting, if the duration's right, then we just need the start time and everything should work. Oops. Let me know it's working where it was before. I'll put it back. I had this. No, because we can't set a start time for each play within the segment. Yeah, this isn't going to work. It's definitely, at least not on a first basis. Okay, let's just undo all that. That was, I got ahead of myself. I did not think that through. Okay. Pardon my keyboard hammering. And then we're just gonna, this is bad, but how is that? Doesn't that need to be a wait? How is that working? It's somehow working, but and I can switch over. standard library thing stuff. So yes. So now it's possible to set for something else to set pre-roll, but this 3 will be used as a default, and it will look for this nd JSON from stuff, and there is no default. And so now I can pass in an opt, or like other people can kind of configure this foo opt get layer thing. So now that we have a pre-roll, we add the pre-roll there, and we add the pre-roll here, because the pre-roll is more duration, and we're going to have some pre-roll before our start. If this is runs, I'm pretty happy it's right. I believe. Nice. How is this working? This should not be working. Oh, because it calculates it if it doesn't get it. Right. Cool. All's good. Oh, let's uncommit that pre-roll stuff. Let's make a separate commit for pre-roll. I tend to do too much at once. Git restore staged pick playlist. Git add IP pick playlist. No. So what changed here? This is all pre-roll. Is it? Nope. 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 Yeah. Good enough. Cool. Okay. I was going to start to dive right in, but I was going to create a new stream first. And at this point, though, I think I need to grab a little bit of grub before I pick back up. But now we've got something that auto-generates us some playlists that VLC at least can play and jump through a bunch of tracks, which is cool. I'll try a couple other media things, but I think that they're going to want a little more help, and I'm not really a big VLC person, so we're going to create another little utility, just a little one, to read these playlist files and kind of emulate this VLC behavior and read in these tags, and to we'll use everybody's super awesome favorite Empress standard, which is a dbus system for controlling media players, and we'll use that to kind of like programmatically dynamically tell the media player what to play. And so we'll be able to use these start and end times to be like, start playing this file at this time, and then wait for the certain number of seconds that we need to wait for it to wait, and then tell it to start playing the next one at the new time. And that'll let us kind of have another means to kind of walk through manually. This program will be the thing that is manually walking through this playlist. And I'm hoping we can do this one fairly quick too. Once that's done, like, I'll feel like I have a super legit omni-platform way of being able to make these little exercise composite videos for myself, and that would be great. Okay, I might see you back here later tonight in 20-30 minutes or so. Cool. Bye-bye.